So here we have our green coffee storage area and our roasting area. Behind me, what you're seeing is basically every coffee growing region in the world represented in our green coffee inventory storage. South America, Indonesia, Asia, Africa, etc. All those coffees are pretty much represented behind you that go into all our different blends that we do. We also do military coffee, which is in the large super sacks here, the 2,000-pound super sacks. What you can see behind me are the two roasters, one on the right, one on the left. Those machines are gas-fired, rotating drums. They hold a 530-pound capacity going in and a 450-pound capacity coming out. So once that 530-pound batch is done roasting, which takes about 12 to 14 minutes, we discharge it into a cooling tray. The cooling tray cools the roast down for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we can take it and send it for processing, either whole bean coffee or ground coffee. Once we're ready to process either whole bean coffee or ground coffee, the whole bean coffee goes on a belt conveyor where it's gently moved to our whole bean packaging station. So therefore the beans don't get damaged and they make a nice whole bean. For the ground process, comes down from the mezzanine, goes through our two grinding systems here and go back up to the mezzanine and go on to the ground coffee mezzanine above the packaging machines.
What we do is we have to isolate this room with the doorway here because the flavors are so strong that they'll contaminate our regular blends. They have to do the strong flavors last because chocolate raspberry will make hazelnut taste like chocolate raspberry. So you have to be very, very careful which flavors you're doing first. This is the service department. So all the equipment, when we get requests for a restaurant setting up, we're still in the business that if you own a restaurant and you want to come on with service for us, many times we'll supply you with a coffee machine. So we do a lot of used equipment, rebuilt. That's what's happening here. They're taking machines that came off the road, completely stripping them down, starting over, making sure everything's functioning as new and clean as a whistle. I have a brand new machine on the bench right now that I purchased that was bought by a customer that I have to prep and make it ready, so please come over. So this would be a one group. This is perfect for a small restaurant, small cafe. It takes either ground coffee or you set it up for coffee pods. This was Italy's answer to a regular commercial coffee brewer. It looks like an espresso machine, but it doesn't have any functionality as an espresso machine. It's designed to make drip coffee almost like a French press style and pressurized. I'm like the mad scientist over here.
Once we move into packaging, we have our ground coffee packaging. We have our whole bean coffee packaging. Ground coffee as well as whole bean coffee needs to be roasted well in advance because a function of coffee roasting, coffee gives off carbon dioxide in whole bean form as well as ground form. So coffee needs to discharge that gas in order for us to package it in these packages. So we're always a day or two ahead on what we roast and grind and process through the processing area of the packaging machine. So everything you see being ground and packed today was roasted freshly yesterday. This is our shipping and receiving area. We have loading docks there for truckloads. Our food service business, which is basically restaurants, breakfast, lunch joints, hotels, delis, corporate food services, etc., is all done with cargo vans. Monday through Friday, we see our customers, and that cycle repeats itself every week. So we're doing various levels of production here, that being daily routes that go out of inventory and also staging truckloads for distributors, private label customers, department stores that sell coffee as part of their product line, etc. What you're seeing here is actually the end of the process.